So this is what I mean, man, by a lot of these old school black wrestlers, Tony Atlas, Booker T, I can't remember the other one, but all of them. See, here's the thing, man. It's a tricky and it's a real sticky situation when we start discussing, some of the black superstars and the way that they were promoted and treated back then and shit. It's a real fucking sticky situation. And on one side of it, I could see how, on one side of it, I feel 100% like New Jack feels about it. Like y'all roll with this shit. You okayed this shit. And now they treating you like Boo Boo the Coon and all this other shit. They have you dressed up in like fucking African headdress and all this other shit, and give you a spear and have you go out there and do some shit. But speaking about Booker T in particular, that whole nigga segment with Vince McMahon is, like I said, it didn't offend me, and I'm still not offended. However, you do have to fucking answer for some of that shit, Booker T. Because you going with it for the paycheck and just the story and not really taking it to heart might seem cool at first. But what you really did that I don't think you understand is you okayed that whether you knew it or you didn't. They used Booker T in that segment to sort of be like, hey, look, the black people are cool with it. You see, Booker T didn't knock Vince McMahon out. And really, I understand where, they were trying to go, where Vince was trying to go with that whole segment. It's just trying to, that old guy trying to be young and hip and shit like that. That's the angle that they were trying to get. It's just so fucking weird that it just so happened to involve John Cena and Booker T. Yeah, bro. I mean, eventually, Booker T, you're going to have to stop running away from that question. You're going to have to answer that question eventually. It's not like the fans like me are, looking for this fucking haha got you answer and shit. Let's cancel him and all this other bullshit. That's not what that's not what we want from this situation. And I get it, you ride with the company and, you push the storylines that they want to do and all this other shit. But at the same time, Swerve Strickland has a fucking good point. Vince McMahon said nigga to your face and walked off with that Vince McMahon strut. And you didn't do anything besides play your role and say your line. So not only do I understand where Swerve Strickland is coming from, I actually in some ways agree with